Hey, Joe Bro, give me a number. Number one. All right, good morning, everyone. Court will resume with the November 9th, 2022 docket. And Mr. Bravo, there you are. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your client is David Eduardo Garza.
That's correct, Judge.
David Eduardo Garza. That'll be a plea?
Yes, Judge. It'll be an open plea, Your Honor.
Okay, open plea. We'll close it up. Okay. All right. Any interpreting for Mr. Garza?
No, Judge, he speaks English.
All right, Mr. Garza. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I think you're muted.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may put your hand down. Your case, CR 20-09047D, David Eduardo Garza. Your charge, criminal mischief, Class B misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Judge.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal. And did you waive those two rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit Number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit Number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure as State's Exhibit Number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit Number 4. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. State would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. In a recommendation, state.
Your Honor, in CR 20-09047D, the state recommends a $200 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 10 months, an anger management course, and open restitution to the victim, Narciso Garcia.
Open restitution to first name Garcia? I didn't get the first name.
Narciso.
Okay. Narciso Garcia.
December 7th.
It'll be December 7th. What is it?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. December 7th, 10 a.m. for the restitution hearing. We're going to find out if there's any damages or not. In the meantime, there's no community hours that have been ordered, right, ma'am?
No, Judge.
Okay. Yes, sir, Mr.
And Judge, as mentioned before, this is.
Oh, yeah, you open plea, right?
As to the issue of the restitution, this case involved some broken windows for an apartment that Mr. Garza had resided in back in 2020. So I don't know if the court would consider on the restitution hearing, making it a possible time served, Judge, if there is no ordered restitution on that date.
Okay, that can be reconsidered. But right now, as it stands, it'll be probation, $200 fine plus court costs, 180 over 10 months, anger management, and of course, open restitution. Yes, of course, on that day, December 7th, we can reconsider, okay?
Additionally, Your Honor, as to the probation rec, asking for any court consideration regarding fine and court costs. Judge, Mr. Garza does have a hold out of Cameron County, so he's still not going to be released. He's going to have to wait till he resolves that other case out of Cameron as well.
Okay, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and consider again all of that on December 7th, okay, sir?
We'll do. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You may be excused, Mr. Garza.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay, who do you want to call next?
Okay, number 5, next defendant is Eduardo Quintanilla.
Number 5,
Mr. Jonathan Munoz is in person.
Eduardo Quintanilla.
He has parole holds. He's got 3 cases. He's got number 5, number 16, and number 17.
5, 16, and 17. All right, and what's going to happen here? Okay, all those cases, it's going to be up to you.
Got a parole hold.
Oh, parole hold. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Jonathan Munoz for Mr. Eduardo Quintanilla. I did have the opportunity to speak with him today and confirm that he does have a parole hold. And he actually has paid all his bonds for these cases, holding him and all the Hidalgo County cases in your court, according to him. So the only thing keeping him in custody right now is the parole hold. I confirmed with him that his parole expires in December, on December 20th. So this time, Your Honor, I've confirmed with the state as well. We're just asking for more time to sort of figure out, I need time to contact the parole officer and figure out what the collateral consequences of a plea would be. So with due respect, Your Honor, I would say a status 2-3 weeks out, maybe.
December 7th.
And if I get in touch with the parole officer earlier, I will notify the court to get set for a plea.
Correct. Let's give you a date right now, December 7th.
Let me see.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get another date.
Okay.
Okay.
And let me, if I may, Your Honor, let me make that clear again to Mr. To Eduardo. I'm asking for a reset, but that date, if we can figure out the plea, if we can plead you out before, I will sign you up and we will call the court and plead you out as soon as possible. Okay.
Correct.
So this date,
Yes.
it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be there until then. Okay.
Correct. Correct.
December 5th at 2 p.m.
Okay, for right now, we'll do December 5th, 2 p.m. But you're right. If you work something out sooner, let the court know. We'll bring you in quicker. Okay, sir?
We would appreciate it.
December 5th, 2 p.m. Just let us know, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And his case dates are CR 2209 859D, CR 2210 950D, and the last one, CR 2210 951D, all of them at Eduardo Quintanilla. All right, December 5th, 2 p.m. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Next defendant is gonna be Cecilio Rivera, number 2.
Cecilio Rivera. Cecilio Rivera. Mr. Trejo.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a plea, right, sir?
That's correct, Judge.
On Mr. Rivera. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Cecilio Rivera, CR 2011 758D. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. Your charge, Class B misdemeanor, POM, it carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
The state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit Number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit Number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as State's Exhibit Number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit Number 4. The state would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, so agreed and stipulated, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged, and a recommendation state.
Your Honor, in CR 20-11758-D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 75 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 75 days.
All right, because of the time in jail, court will hereby waive the fine and court costs. So it'll be 75 days in jail, credit for 75. There'll be a time served. Okay, time served. You're excused. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Number 4, next defendant, Eduardo Ramos, attorney Daniel Gonzalez.
Eduardo Ramos. That's only one case?
Yes. It's a plea also.
Only one case, right?
Yes.
All right. That'll be Mr. Daniel Gonzalez. It'll be a plea, right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, it's gonna be a plea, Your Honor. And Your Honor, if I may, this something for the record, I do want to just for context in regards to this plea, Your Honor. This is a plea tied to an ongoing plea recommendation for my client. Essentially, he's gonna be pleading to this misdemeanor, and with that plea, felony that's an intake will be bussed down to a misdemeanor, Your Honor, and hopefully as soon as possible we can resolve that other misdemeanor that will be filed after this plea, Your Honor. But of course,
Okay.
that's something I'll be in contact with the DA's office, but I did want to give you a little bit of context regarding this plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you for that announcement. Eduardo Ortiz Ramos, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You may put your hand down. CR 2205 629D, Eduardo Ramos. Your charge here is a Class A misdemeanor assault. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that? Yes?
¿Hablas inglés?
Oh, sorry. Spanish
Okay,
speaker.
okay, we got it.
Te acusan de una clase E, bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $4,000 y no más de un año en la cárcel. La pregunta del juez fue, ¿comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and did you waive those two rights?
Comprendes que tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso, también tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No. You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Y comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that your plea of guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization under federal law?
Y comprendes tú que si tú no eres ciudadano de este país y te declaras culpable, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
And how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Y te estás declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, state's evidence.
Your Honor, the state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit Number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit Number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as State's Exhibit Number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit Number 4. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. State would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor, and so stipulated.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation, state?
Your Honor, in CR 22-05629D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 30 days Hidalgo County Jail credit for 1 day.
And Your Honor, if I may,
I'm sorry, did I hear $100 fine plus court costs? He said 30 days credit for one?
Yes, Judge.
30 days in jail credit for one?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Gonzalez?
yes, Your Honor, he's actually got arrested on the 30th, Your Honor, on that DWI. So he's been in jail a little bit longer, Your Honor. Also, to Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, this is part of ongoing plea negotiation. That other case is still going to be pending. And lastly, Your Honor, I forgot to mention at the outset is that there's an overlying ICE hold on this particular defendant. So respectfully asking for a time served consideration in this particular matter, Your Honor.
Okay, because I have that for this case, it's 147 days old, right?
Yes,
Yes.
so, Your Honor.
147 days old, this case is. But because of the other pending felony that's going to be busted down, that's what you're hanging on, right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, he's not going to be released, at least regarding his state cases, until that other felony being bust down is resolved. And then on top of that, overlying over everything, Your Honor, he does have a pending ICE hold. So
Okay, they'll have an ICE hold. Okay.
Your Honor, just for clarity of the record, Judge, it is, he did only serve 1 day on the assault, which is why that's the recommendation of the state. However, he does have additional days when he got picked up on the 30th, Judge. So he's
Yeah,
been-
because of other cases got additional, right?
Correct.
All right, I got it ready. Okay, then, okay. It's got a nice one. And he's already done more than 30 days on another matter. Okay, because of the time in jail, no fine, no court costs. And what we can do it here is make it 30 days in jail, credit for 30. Would that work, state?
Yes, Judge.
Because he's done more days, but even in another case, we'll do a 0 fine, 0 court cost, 30 days in jail, credit for 30. We'll do a time serve on this one.
Eduardo, en el caso este, el juez te va a dar 30 días en la cárcel, te va a dar crédito por 30 días que ya serviste en otros casos, no en particular en este caso, pero te va a dar crédito por esos días que serviste en los otros
Right.
casos. So es tiempo servido, 0 multas, 0 costos de corte. A lo que va en este caso, se cierra
Right, but with the understanding that, of course, he's got an ice hold, so he's
con
not
el
gonna go anywhere.
entendimiento de que tienes problemas con inmigración. So no vas a salir, inmigración te va a llevar.
Okay? All right, thank you, sir. Your excuse. Have a great day. Thank you,
Te
Mr.
puedes
Gonzalez. We'll
retirar.
see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Honor, that other misdemeanor should be filed hopefully soon, and of course, we'll try to resolve it as soon as possible, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. We'll find out which court it's gonna end up with. Could be this one. We don't know, but it might be this one. Okay?
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right,
Next
thank you.
defendant is Jose Ángel González, number 11.
Jose Ángel Gonzalez.
And Mr. McPherson, and it's P.
It'll be a plea. All right, yes, sir. All right, Jose Ángel Gonzalez.
He's here, Judge.
Does he speak English?
Okay, actually, it's Joe Angel Gonzalez, right?
Joe Angel.
CR 22-109-15D. Let's see here. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand out. Your charge here is criminal trespass, Class B misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waive those two rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state offers plea documents and offense reports as states exhibit number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states exhibit number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states exhibit number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states exhibit 4. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. The state would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
We have no objection and we so stipulate.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation state.
Your Honor, in CR 22-10915D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs, 30 days, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 15 days. Judge.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. $100 fine plus court costs, and I think it skipped. How many days in jail?
30 days at Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 15 days.
Credit for 50 days?
Credit for
Okay.
15 days, Judge.
For 50, right? 50?
15, 1-5.
Oh, okay, I got it now. 115. There you go. And yes, sir, Mr. McPherson. Is that the McPherson? Is that the understanding?
Yes, that was the agreement, Judge, but we would ask that you waive the court costs and the fine, and if you will. My client's 80 years old. He's been in jail 15
Okay.
or 16 days. We would ask you to make this a time served case.
He's done 17 days, as far as I know, 17 days. Okay, we'll make it 0 fine, 0 court costs, 17 days in jail, credit for 17. We'll do the time serve, okay, sir?
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right, you're excused. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day. Yes, sir. Bye-bye. What do you want to call next?
Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez.
Number 9 defendant, Roel Rodriguez, attorney Paco Gonzalez.
Roel
Judge.
Rodriguez.
Reduction of a bond.
CR 22-10905D, Roel Rodriguez. Is it a bond reduction case there, Mr.?
I tried to
Gonzalez?
work it out, Your Honor, but the state has not been able to get a hold of its victim. Right, Ms. Sepulveda?
That is correct, Judge. At this time, we are still trying to get discovery information on this case, Judge. I do not have contact information for the victim, and so I did let Mr. Gonzalez know that the state would be unopposed to a low cash surety bond on this case, Judge.
Been there 16 days.
I'm sorry?
He's been there 16 days.
Right, he's been there like 16 days, and this is not an assault case, right? It's criminal trespass?
Is a trespass case, Your Honor.
Well, we can do a PR bond on this one. Let's do a PR bond, what, 2,500?
Yes, Your Honor.
$2,500 PR bond? And then give him a PT date,
Yeah, November 29th.
November 29th.
It'll be a
Give me an
Mr.
time.
Mr. Sepulveda, you heard about
Any-
that. You have to come to county court number 4 on the 29th this month.
10 a.m.
Yeah, you were skipping there, Paco. Let me see if I can do it clearly here. In cause number CR 22-10-905, the Roel Rodriguez court will hereby issue a PR bond, $2,500, and we will set it for pretrial November 29th, 10 a.m. November 29th, 10 a.m. Okay, sir?
If I can, if I can have a phone number for Mr. Rodriguez, Your Honor.
Yeah. Give me a phone number, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, sir. 956-884-3302.
3302, right?
Does he have an email?
Okay, 884. Okay, 884. You have an email by any chance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, email.
RRODRI_4 @ yahoo.com.
Say it again.
Say it again.
It's RRODRI_84 @ yahoo.com.
Okay, 84@yahoo.com.
Your Honor,
Did you get? Yes.
if the state would just respectfully request that Your Honor would admonish the defendant to stay away from 920 French Avenue, apartment number 3 in Edinburgh, Texas, Judge. This is a criminal trespass, Your Honor, and the victim, I believe it's his mother, and we just respectfully request that he be admonished to stay away from that location, Judge.
Okay, is that where your mother lives, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. I actually live there as well. All my belongings are there. My work clothes is there. I gotta be at work tomorrow actually, and I'd have to pick up my uniform so I can attend my job.
Okay, and where do you work?
I work at Edinburgh Citrus.
Okay.
I supervise the production department.
Okay, so then when you go there and pick up your stuff, do you have a place to go somewhere else, or you have to go?
Yes, I have a friend that's gonna let me stay.
Okay, so then no harmful contact with what's your mother's name?
Yolanda Obregon.
Yolanda Obregon. Okay.
Your
All
Honor,
right.
for the record, I do have Yolanda Cisneros, Judge.
Okay.
Just for the record.
She
We can
remarried.
put Yolanda Obregon Cisneros. Put both names. Okay. Okay. Just pick up your personal items and no harmful contact with her. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. That'll do it, Mr. Paco. You're excused. Thank you, sir.
It's good seeing you, Judge. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
good seeing you again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next.
Number 7,
Huh?
Robin Francis Lynn, attorney Angel David.
Robin Francis Lynn. Do you have Alu? Okay. Okay. What is your full name, man?
Robin Francis Lynn Alu, and
All right.
Lynn is Lyn, not 2 N's.
Okay. All right. And your attorney is Angel Davila?
He's connected.
All right. Angel Davila is connecting. And state, is going to be a plea?
Your Honor, I did send a recommendation over to opposing counsel
okay.
on the 7th. I didn't receive a response, Judge.
Okay. Let's see what the announcement is on CR 22-10-897D, Robin Francis Lynn Alu. Angel Davila, we cannot see you or hear from you.
He doesn't have any audio.
No audio.
Next one on the Fox side is Faustino Reyes.
Okay, we're gonna have to temporarily call her back again and go with Faustino Reyes.
Jaime Hernandez in for Juan Alvarez.
Okay, Faustino Reyes, CR 22-10-891D, Faustino de Hoyos Reyes Jr.
Good morning, Judge. Jaime Hernandez on behalf of Juan Alvarez with the court's permission.
Yes, sir. Good morning. And what's the announcement, sir?
Judge, my understanding in speaking to Mr. Alvarez is that his office had previously spoken to ADA. I'm not sure which one, but that there may be an agreement as to a $500 cash surety bond with the court's permission. That's my understanding, Judge. And if I am to be corrected, then I'll allow the ADA do so.
Okay, Ms. Sepulveda?
Yes, Judge, that is correct. This is another case that involves a victim, Judge, and again, I am requesting more time just so that I can get in contact with the victim, and the state would be unopposed to a $500 or low cash surety bond in this case, Judge.
Okay, we can do a cash surety. $500 cash surety bond on CR 2210 891D Faustino Reyes Jr. And no harmful contact with name of the victim? Or
Your
name
Honor.
of the alleged victim?
Yes, if I can have. It's Mirna Aparicio, Judge.
Mirna Aparicio.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So it'll be a $500 cash surety, but with no harmful contact with Mirna Aparicio. Mr. Hernandez, pretrial, May 24th, 2 p.m., May 24th, 2023, 2 p.m. If, of course, defendant and the state work out a deal, we can entertain the case a lot earlier. Just let the court know, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You and Mr. Reyes are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Back to number 7, Robin.
Number 7, CR 2210 897D, Robin Alu. Yes, sir, Mr. Davila. Good morning. You need to unmute, Mr. Davila.
I apologize. Can you hear
All
me?
right. Yes, sir. Good morning. What's the announcement on this one?
Judge, I believe we're going to be able to reach an agreement with the state. They've already sent me an offer. I just wanted to see if it'd be possible to get a PR bond on my client. In the meantime, I intend to work this out as early as next week, but I just wanted to see if we can get her out
You
of jail.
want to do a PR bond? Okay. Currently, it's a cash surety 1,000, right?
That is correct, Judge.
All right. We'll do a PR bond 1,000. PR 1,000 on CR 2210 897D, Robin Alu, and give you a date of November 17th, 2022, 10 a.m. November 17th, 10 a.m. Okay, sir?
I got it. Thank you, Judge.
All right. You and your time, a big excuse. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We just need those orders
Yeah, yes, sir. We need the order, okay?
for the bond.
Yes, Judge.
We need the order for the bond. Thank you. What do you go next? Let's see what we're gonna get next.
Miss Sophia Arispe is in the courtroom.
Oh, Miss Arispe is in the courtroom, okay? And her client is
Juan Antonio Gallardo.
Juan Antonio Gallardo. Juan Antonio Gallardo.
She has not received discovery from the state.
Yes, Miss Arispe.
Judge, on this matter, Judge, my client basically is pleading not guilty. He's asking for trials on the cases, Judge. We're asking the court's consideration reducing his bonds to $200 cash or surety on each charge, Judge, with no harmful contact with the alleged victim. The alleged victim, Judge, is his sister. And what is happening is that my client works selling flowers in downtown McAllen, Judge. He's got an agreement with certain businesses where he can go in and sell flowers to the customers. His sister does the same thing. She sells flowers in the same location he does. He had already called McAllen Police Department and told them the sister was following him and videotaping him. They didn't listen to him at all, Judge, except that then when the sister went in and reported it, they went and arrested him, Judge. So I need some time to gather some witnesses because there's numerous people that work in those areas that know him personally that may be witnesses to this cases, Judge. And so we're asking the court's consideration to giving him $200 cash or surety bond on each case with no harmful contact with the alleged victim, Judge, because that's his livelihood.
Okay, now Miss Elizabeth, do you know if he's got an ice hole?
He does, Judge.
I don't know if the ice hole is in, Judge, but he may have one coming in if he doesn't have one in yet.
All right, State. I think State just said he's got one, right?
Yes, Judge. He does have an immigration hold.
Yeah, he has an immigration hold. So at this time, the bond won't do any good.
That's correct, Judge.
It won't do any good, right? I guess you were waiting for more discovery, you said?
Yes, Judge, because I need to personally go out there and
Yeah, okay.
go to the businesses that he goes at to talk to some of the people that work there, to see if somebody remembers
Okay.
those incidences.
Let me give you a date of December what, 5th? December 5th, 2 p.m. December 5th, 2 p.m. We'll bring him back and see what of course, if you have something earlier than that, let us know. And we'll bring
Judge,
him
does the court want me to do the waiver of arraignments on these two charges, or does the court want to arraign him?
We can do a waiver.
Okay, Judge,
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that.
And
Thank
we'll put the date of December 5th. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Los casos de usted se van a cambiar para el día 5 de diciembre, señor Gallardo. Su abogada va a tener que hacer más investigación tocante estos casos. Solamente que algo más temprano, entonces ella notifica a la corte y le ponemos la fecha más temprana. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Gracias.
Okay, gracias. Thank you.
Mr. Orozco has Marcos Robledo. He's got two cases, number 14 and number 15, I believe both are his.
Marcos Robledo.
Yes, Your Honor, this is me. How you doing,
All
sir?
right, Mr. Orozco, it'll be a plea on both of them, right?
It's gonna be a plea to one, Your Honor, dismiss, I'm sorry, plea to one, time served on another one and dismiss on another one, Your Honor.
All right, which is the plea?
The plea is gonna be on the 10-939D, Your Honor.
3090. We got it.
Yes.
All right, let's see here. Mr. Marcos Eduardo Robledo. You
Yes, sir.
swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down. Your
Thank you, sir.
case here, CR 2210-939D, Marcos Eduardo Robledo. Your charge here is a Class B misdemeanor, interfering with public duties. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
I do, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state offers plea documents and offense reports as states exhibit number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states exhibit number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states exhibit number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states exhibit number 4. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. State would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objections, so agreed and stipulated, Your Honor.
Without objections, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged in CR 22-109-39D. Recommendation, state?
Your Honor, in CR 22-10-939D, the state recommends a $200 fine, court costs 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 90 days, a life skills course, and 30 community service hours.
I'm sorry, life skills and 30 community hours.
Yes, Judge.
And in the second case?
In CR 22-10-940D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs.
Excuse me. I thought that's gonna be dismissed.
No.
Your Honor,
It's going to be dismissed. There's 3 cases.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, excuse me. He pled to the interfering with public duties. And I
correct,
guess
Judge. And in the obstruction of the
My God,
obstruction
what's
of the
going on?
highway passageway, Judge, that one's going to be time served, Judge.
Okay, so he's gonna have to plead now to the obstruction of the highway passageway. CR 22-10-940D. Marcos Eduardo Robledo. This one is a Class B misdemeanor. Also carries the same penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal. You waive those two rights?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, and how do you plead this one, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, and this one, state's evidence?
Your Honor, state offers plea documents and offense reports as states exhibit number 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as states exhibit number 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures as states exhibit number 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment as states exhibit number 4. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the jurisdiction of this honorable court. State would further request defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, so agreed and stipulated, Your Honor.
Without objection, then court also finds that Marcos Eduardo Robledo is guilty as charged in CR 22-10-940D. And on this one, the recommendation was time served, or wasn't it?
Yes, Judge. The state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 10 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 10 days.
Okay, on this one, because of the time in jail, it'll be no fine, no court costs. 10 for 10, it'll be a time served on this second one. Now, the third one, the one's going to be dismissed?
Your Honor, in CR 21-06181D, the state will be filing a motion to dismiss pursuant
Court
to
will
the agreement.
Court will grant state's motion to dismiss in CR 21-06-181D, State versus Marcos Eduardo Robledo. This case is hereby dismissed. So there was one probation case, one time served, and on the probation case,
Your Honor,
court will weigh the community hours.
thank you, Judge. Your Honor, may it please the court, just
sir.
with regards to his final sentencing. Yesterday, upon interviewing Mr. Marcos Robledo, I come to find out that he is a current student in STC, Your Honor. In fact, he's readily desperate to leave. He has to go resume classes and he's got exams coming up. I would respectfully ask, Your Honor, that the fines and court costs be waived. In addition, Your Honor, I do have an additional request that the one where he pled on the 10-939D, interference with public duty, Your Honor, that be deferred, Your Honor. This gentleman is working towards a social work associate's degree. He explains to me that he's also planning on eventually going for his bachelor's, and in which case, Your Honor, he would require to sit for an exam for a social worker. And I believe that might affect him sitting for a social work exam, Your Honor.
So you're asking for deferred probation on that one?
That is correct, Your Honor, instead of straight probation. Same
Instead of
time,
straight probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And he's done what, 11, 12 days, I believe.
That's correct, Your Honor.
On this one. So, okay, because of that, then court can waive the fine and court costs. All right, we can make a deferred probation here. It'll be 180 days deferred probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
No fine, no court costs, no community hours, only the life skill classes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So 180 days deferred probation. Court will hereby amend the judgment to reflect, it'll be the judgment of the court, that the finding of guilty and all further proceedings are hereby deferred in CR 22-10-939D in the case of State versus Marcos Eduardo Robledo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we need to change that judgment. It's going to have to be a deferred probation now, okay? All right.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, good luck with that, okay, Mr. Robledo?
Thank
You're
you very
excused.
much.
Have a good day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I apologize for logging in late, Judge. I was in the 389.
Okay, no problem. You came just in time. We're still working here.
Thank you, Judge. Have a
All
great
right,
day.
thank you, sir. We'll see you. Bye. Anybody else?
Raquel Tovar, number 10, Mr. Sergio.
Number 10, Raquel Tovar.
She is a Spanish speaker, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Anybody else for the? Yes. Okay. Raquel, which is number 10 you said?
Yes.
Number 10, CR 22-10-911D, Raquel Tovar. And what's the announcement, Mr. Munoz?
Judge, Sergio Munoz, on behalf of Ms. Tovar, Your Honor, previously, Judge, the state had offered us deferred adjudication or PTD. However, she ended up getting an ICE hold, Your Honor, and the state had advised that now they would be offering her time served. So I have her set this afternoon at around 2:30, Your Honor, to sign the paperwork. And if everything goes well, should be able to file that.
We can do it tomorrow. What time tomorrow? 10. 10 o'clock? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Is that okay with you? Is that okay?
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're going to reset CR 22-10-911D, Raquel Tovar, to tomorrow, 10 a.m. Okay, ma'am?
Tu abogado va a hablar contigo hoy, te va a dar la recomendación del fiscal y ojalá que si estés de acuerdo, firma los papeles y la corte te manda a traer mañana y así se arregla este caso. ¿Ok?
Tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Mañana a las 10 de la mañana, pero hoy el abogado habla contigo.
Okay.
Más tarde, tiene la cita contigo.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank
All
you,
right, Mr.
Judge.
Munoz.
That's all we have.
Thank you, Jill. Thanks so much. Yes, sir, Mr. Munoz. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
You're okay. You're excused. Have a good day. Thanks, sir.
Okay.
What do you want to bring next?
Mr. Dallas Gutierrez, it's last, Joe. Enrique Rodriguez, number 8.
The last one, Enrique Rodriguez. Mr. Dallas Gutierrez from Houston or from McAllen?
From
Okay, Mr. Dallas Gutierrez. All right, you're here for Mr. Enrique Rodriguez, right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's the announcement on this one?
Your Honor, on this one, we're just asking for more time. We also filed a motion to reduce bond. We're asking for, it's an agreed, or we have an agreed order that I don't know if it's been filed yet. We were waiting on the signature. We were going to file it today. So, and that was going to give him a PR bond, Your Honor. So we have that filed, but we're also just asking for a reset so to see if we can get this resolved.
We have jail cases tomorrow.
Tomorrow? We also have jail cases tomorrow. What time is it?
10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.? At 10 a.m. You want to?
Yeah, well, we would need more time because he is a high school student, Your Honor. So we're just trying to get him on the best route.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes,
Your Honor,
ma'am.
if I may,
Yeah.
we, Mr. Gutierrez's office did send over that agreed motion and the agreed order, Judge. It is for PR bond because this defendant is in high school. The state did offer an ADR in this case. So the sooner the better, Judge. If we can get him out today, that would be better.
All right. All right. Then we'll do the
Like I
PR
said,
bond. What's the amount? 1,000 PR bond?
Yes, Judge. And we did, like I said, I already sent that paperwork over. They should be filing it today. So hopefully he can get out
Okay.
sometime
Let's
this
do-
afternoon and so he can make it.
Let's do a PR bond, 1,000 on CR 2210 904D Enrique Rodriguez, and then we'll give you a pretrial date of Mr. Gutierrez. It's going to be for May 24th at 2 p.m. However, you work something out quicker than that, let us know and we'll bump it up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
But for right now, May 24th, 2 p.m. for the record, but you'll get a PR bond.
Is that order on file already?
Is the order on file so we can sign it today?
I do. I'm not. I know she had sent it back this morning. I'll get it on file the moment I get back to the office, Your Honor.
Yeah, make sure so we can sign it early this afternoon.
We can get out.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Y'all may be excused.
I have nothing
Bye-bye.
further. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
So give him the receipt date, make sure he appears.
Yeah, Mr. Well, he knows the reset date is pre-trial, May 24th, 2 p.m. Is that it, Jill?
That's all, Judge.